Welcome to the Gateway of India Geoeconomic Dialogue 2017, and thank you for joining us, Ms. Likhacheva. My first question to you is, in your opinion, what economic impacts have the sanctions of various kinds that have been levied on Russia had on the Russian economy?
Well, to be honest, it's very difficult now to say what was the impact of sanctions and what was the direct impact of oil price drops. And definitely the oil price got like 5-9 times more effect than sanctions. There were very short effect on sanctions for the first year when our banks were basically mostly cut off from Western capital markets, and it took some time to redirect some flows to find new opportunities for loans to to launch the privatization of some companies. And that was a very direct impact. I couldn't say that it was definitely negative. Basically, it was, but it stimulated lots of, I would say, positive processes regarding our pivot to Asia, our diversification of partners, our efforts on increasing productivity of our both real sector and financial sector. In terms of GDP percentage, it's very hard to estimate. I repeat, but it's estimated around 1.52% of GDP for the first year. That is quite standard low for most of cases of sanctions that were studied by Bauer. He spent decades estimating those effects, and I could rely on his estimates. So the most effect was by our counter sanctions, and they stimulated inflation for the first year because we imposed food embargo on some European and some other Western countries. And now this effect also is it might be neglected. So now the economy transformed, and we have to find some own drivers for our economic growth, and the excuse of sanctions shouldn't work anymore.
Given the fact that there is a likelihood of closer relations between the US and Russia and more cooperation, it seems, under the Trump administration, but there is still this sort of fixed low global oil prices and energy prices. Where do you see all of this taking the Russian economy in the future?
Well, I would overestimate our prospects regarding President Trump. There are some opportunities, but I don't think that it would be really possible to implement any big deal, even if it is approached in coming months or years, because President Trump is not the only one who is the decision maker in the US, and there's lots of counterbalances regarding Congress and Senate. But if we trying to weigh out sanctions and oil dependence on oil and gas exports. Definitely the last one is much more important, and the challenge of diversification is the key one for Russian economy at the moment.
And just diverting a little bit towards the new sort of financial architecture that Asia is designing for itself, and you have new institutions like the NDB under the BRICS, and you have the AIIB being spearheaded by China. Where do you see Russia's role in reshaping Asia's and then further the global financial architecture?
Well, I think that it wouldn't be an overestimation to say that Russia puts the puts a lot of efforts onto this new financial architecture, not only of Asia, I would say of the world, because it's really an alternative system of capital markets, of development institution for Eurasia and for all our continents, especially if we speak about BRICS, New Development Bank. And in both NDB and AIIB, Russia is one of key participants. But at the moment, Russian participation in capital of these banks is unproportionately high regarding the projects Russia could realize with with the help and with the co-finance or finance of these institutions. And I hope that in coming years this balance will be restored, and it will be more proportional. It's also the challenge for Russia to provide interesting and competitive projects, and also the question to those new institutions. They are new. It's hard to organize an efficient work for them. It's clear it's a big challenge to become a new World Bank in a few years, but I hope that this work going to be done, and Russian projects will be as known as now we have some other projects from other BRICS countries. There are some projects, but they are too few regarding our investment potential, especially in such regions as the Far East and Siberia. I think that the focus on these areas would be the best outcome for us from those institutions.
All right, thank you for sharing those interesting insights on the Russian economy, and we hope you enjoy the rest of the conference.
Thank you for the invitation. I'm delighted to participate in such a brilliant event.
Thank you.
Thank you.